everyone, I'm Lola Adaja.
And I'm Bella Hamilton.
And we're here at the Other Palace to chat with the cast of The Wild Party.
So, what's the story of The Wild Party?
So, The Wild Party is based on a poem. It was written in the 1920s by a man called Joseph Moncure March, and it was received with lots of mixed reviews. It was also banned, I think, for a time. Very raunchy. It's about a woman called Queenie.
It was the Prohibition, so there was no drinking, and it's basically Queenie hosting a very, very wild party full of debauchery and all sorts of other antics.
What does it feel like to act in a period piece versus a show that's set in a more modern time?
It's a very interesting concept because I actually don't believe in the idea of a period piece because I don't think human nature changes at all. And the only thing these are living, breathing people who would be the same as they would be today. The only thing that I think is exceptional is period pieces give us an opportunity to examine current times, and what has changed and what is exactly the same. And this piece in particular, because it addresses sexuality and gender and race, is a really good prism in which to explore those kinds of ideas.
To piggyback off that, just to say, it's so interesting looking back at previous times because we are always the same. It's so interesting because in hindsight you always believe that your time is the most forward thinking and the most exceptional and the most clever and the most intelligent and the most realised in how life works and how accepting you are of other people, but you never do.
Without spoiling too much, can you tell us your favourite moment in the show?
My favourite moment in the show is, I don't want to say too much about it, but there's a particular water violence which occurs, and it's really cathartic for me, and I enjoy it very much. So come see the show and you'll see what that is.
The end of Act 1 is a climactic cacophony of hedonism, which just grinds in your bones, makes you feel alive. So that would be my favourite section of the show.
Yeah, same. Bathtub antics are excellent excitement and madness.
I mean, I love all those moments. But I think personally for me it's watching everybody else. I do a lot of watching in the show, sort of in awe, but I kind of am doing that personally because the cast are just amazing, and every night it's nice to see them do something new, and it's just great.
I don't suppose there's any chance we could take a cheeky look at the set.
Absolutely not. No, we would love you to see our wonderful set, and our genius director, Drew, is going to take you around. So get ready. Okay.
So what was it about The Wild Party that made you want to direct it?
Well, I think the kind of the big flashing thing there is the title. I mean, as a show, it's kind of really crazy. It's really debauched. There's loads of kind of wild, expressionistic things about it. It's based on this really kind of dangerous poem from the 1920s, which was instantly banned as soon as it came out because it kind of pushed on so many different things that were kind of taboo of the time. And I really wanted to dive into it because it offered up so much opportunity for kind of creativity. It gave me an opportunity to cast the kind of best people around and to kind of come and deliver really kind of diverse performances. So there's many things about it that got me really excited, but it all kind of concentrates itself down to the title in the kind of what the piece offers up.
And how did you get the amazing Francis Raffel?
Well, I didn't get Francis Raffel. Francis was on board before I was on board, actually. The rights to be able to do this show are really, really difficult to get. And so this show hasn't been done here before, and that's because the writer, Michael John Cusa, felt like he really wanted to take his time finding the right person to play Queenie. And Frankie was doing one of her solo shows in New York, and Michael John came to see her, and she was singing a few of the songs from the show, and he was like, "We have a Queenie!" So kind of gave her the rights, and then Frankie met up with Paul Taylor Mills, the producer, and together they kind of assembled a team. So Frankie got me on board rather than the other way around, but I'm thrilled. I was very honoured to be asked.
Don't forget, you can get £15 rush tickets from the app.
Thanks to Drew, thanks to the cast, and thanks to everyone at the Other Palace for having us.